If you're struggling with invasion levels in Rayman Legends, you generally do not need any advanced tech to beat them. Even if you're barely scraping through like Mr. 1200 here, I'm going to show you the easiest routes I could come up with. No complicated tricks, no speedrun nonsense. If you can run, spin, jump, and kick, you're already more than qualified. There's only two things you need to know to make your life extremely easy. One is the spin jump, where you literally just spin then jump straight after, which gives you a lot of speed and preserves your momentum. And the other thing is simply that when you dash through an enemy, you gain your dash again. That's it. That's all you need to know. Let's get into it. So we're starting off with the infamous 4-4, and here we're going to do some invasions that people often complain about. The rest of them you can really mindlessly spin jump through. Here you just need a little bit of routing, but honestly it's nothing complicated whatsoever. You mostly just ironically spin jump as usual and ground pound if you need to, but more often than not, you can pretty much just go about however you want. You'd have to be quite unlucky to get hit by the purple Rayman. The best way to deal with purple Rayman in general is simply just to not backtrack on yourself, which, I mean, it is obvious of course, but if you just consciously keep in mind to not intentionally face plant straight into him, it's pretty easy honestly. And yeah, you can just utilize ring around the rosies. Of course you could kill these enemies a lot quicker, but for the sake of simplicity, you can simply just go round and round and round and round, and you still finish with a lot of time. The infamous 4-4 invasion isn't so bad after all. I've seen quite a fair share of complaints for the 5-3 invasion, so we're going to quickly go through it. This is where you can abuse the spin jump the most. You can see I alternate between regular spins and spin jumps whenever I can. Of course, ground pounding on to get that level is quite useful. And yeah, you can just jump through this gap. Often I stop running and just walk so that I don't overshoot that little gap. And again, we utilize the ground pound just to get to the floor a bit quicker. Just a little bit of dodging and weaving until we hit the intersection here. You just wall jump up here to get the lever. And what most people don't know is you can ground pound that bottom left bumper to simply skip the entire section, and you can just spin jump to the end. Again, it's another invasion you can clear a lot earlier than most people expect. Now we have the 5-6 invasion, and I'm not very surprised people complain about this one. It's swimming after all with a bunch of spikes, but you can actually keep it quite steady and slow. I mean, all you have to do is simply spin. The spin trick still applies underwater, so when you spin through an enemy, you get your spin again. You don't need to do nothing crazy. Just spin occasionally so that you're not literally swimming at 1 mile per hour. Spin where it's safe, you know. And then here we utilize the spin jump to get to the lever much quicker, which really helps. And again, we utilize the spins to move around a bit faster. And again, we clear by 7.5 seconds spare. Another problematic invasion solved. Another moderately annoying invasion is 1-3, where the Dark Rayman chases you. And again, we can really use spin jumps to our advantage here. And this one is really just memorizing a very, very basic route. Just knowing when the toads spawn, but honestly you will have so much spare time. Ground pounding here really saves a lot. Going in that specific direction really helps, going through that little bit of the hill section. Spinning and ground pounding here makes this room extremely quick, and you can see we're entering this room with a lot of time left. You ground pound the bumper and we kill the enemies. Again, we can be really rough with it and still be plenty fine. And again, that's 6.8 seconds spare. And finally 1-5, this is the last invasion we're going to cover here. Again, we can just really abuse the spin jump as per usual. We take the bottom route, make our lives nice and easy. And really, there's not really much to be said. We do some wall jumps, we do some ring jumps, we wait a little bit. I mean, preserving your momentum is quite nice here, if you can do so. I've intentionally chose not to really, just to make it even easier to copy. But there's a lot of things you can do, such as ground pounding the bumper to be faster, roll jumping to keep your speed a lot more, but I just wanted to make it as easy as humanly possible, and we still complete it with 5 seconds to spare. And that's it. No stupid speedrun tech, no frame perfect nonsense, just run, jump, spin, and kick until the game gives up. Subscribe for more.